Aubrey, is this a good time?
Well, well. Good evening, Mallory. Kinda late for a chat, isn't it? What's up?
Can I ask, where are you right now?
Let's see. My house?
That would have been my guess.
Wrong. Try again.
Uh, okay. So you went out somewhere? Didn't we see each other at preschool pickup today? You left right after that?
Yep. And guess what? I'm not coming back tonight. Overnight trip, baby.
Oh, so you're at a hotel or something?
Ding, ding, ding. Spa hotel, actually. Real classy stuff. Hot spring champagne, room service. With my boyfriend.
Wait, boyfriend? You mean your husband?
No, no, silly. If it were him, I'd just say husband.
Hold on, what?
Oh, come on. Don't act so dense. You're usually quicker than this.
I mean, I am thinking something, but I'm really hoping it's not what you're implying. I didn't want to just assume, but now I'm seriously getting concerned.
Oh, you're right on track. Let me help you out. This is what we call a little announcement of conquest.
What?
Yep. And you know what? I didn't think you had it in you, girl. Didn't know you were the type to pull off a little side romance. But hey, I guess you almost did.
Okay, now you've completely lost me. What exactly are you talking about?
Come on. I'm saying I stole your man. Simple as that.
You what? Aubrey, I don't have a man for you to steal.
Liar, liar. I saw you too. The way you looked at each other, the way he leaned in when he talked to you. Girl, please, you can't fake that kind of energy.
Who are you even talking about? Aubrey. Hey, this is urgent. Your husband got into a traffic accident and was rushed to the hospital. I just got a message from your mother-in-law. She's been trying to reach you but can't get through, so she's contacting everyone who might know where you are. Hey, Aubrey! You haven't read my messages. Does that mean your phone's off? Your mother-in-law probably tried calling you, too. If you see this message, please stop your trip immediately and get to the hospital right away.
Hey, so all those missed calls, I see now it was you. Still mad about losing your boyfriend, huh?
Aubrey, you haven't even read the messages from yesterday yet, have you?
I don't need to. I already know you're screaming, "Give me my boyfriend back," or something like that, right?
No, you've got it wrong. Your husband's been in a car accident.
What?
Just read the messages, okay?
All right, all right. Whoa, it really says here your husband's been hurt. No wonder your mother-in-law's been blowing up my phone. Sounds like she's causing a big fuss. So, where's he hospitalized? After you've had one more night of fun with your boyfriend, I'll come visit him.
What? One more night? What are you talking about? You should cut the trip short and come home now.
No way. I finally got to go on a hot spring trip with your perfect boyfriend. Leaving now would be such a buzzkill.
Like I said, I don't have a boyfriend, but this is a big deal for your husband. You should be heading back immediately.
Nope.
Why not?
Even if I come back now, I'll just get yelled at by that crazy mother-in-law. Might as well enjoy the trip with my boyfriend while I still can.
Aren't you worried about your husband? And your kids must be so scared.
The kids are super close to the mother-in-law, so they're fine. Besides, if I leave now, I might let you snatch my boyfriend back. No way that's happening.
What? I don't even have a boyfriend. Seriously, just go back.
Okay, I get it. I'll come home tomorrow then. Bye-bye.
Wait, Aubrey!
Mallory, hey!
Oh, Luke, messaging this early in the day. Didn't expect that.
I'm just using up some leftover vacation days starting yesterday.
Ah, gotcha.
So, guess where I am right now?
What?
On an all-inclusive resort trip.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta skip that convo for now.
What?
It's not your fault, it's just... Well, I'm sorry.
Come on, what's up? You're being way less fun than usual.
It's just... I had a rough conversation from yesterday to today, kind of similar to this, and it brought back some bad memories.
I'm not sure what you mean, but all right, let me say this.
What?
I've got a girlfriend!
What?
She's older, actually, and right now I'm on a hot spring trip with her.
Oh, really?
Her name's Aubrey.
Aubrey?
Cute name, huh?
Luke, do you have a picture of her?
Let me pull it up. Hold on a sec. See? She's pretty, right? And get this, she's still single, which blows my mind.
She said she's single?
Of course! Wouldn't date her otherwise.
Luke, that woman's married.
Huh?
She's got a husband and kids.
Wait, what?
That's my mom friend.
Wait, for real?
So that's what's going on. I guess with all the stuff I've been doing at home lately, someone saw and got the wrong idea.
Mallory? What should I do?
You... just come home right now.
Okay.
Mallory just got back. The hot spring trip with my boyfriend went perfectly, and honestly, I had such an amazing time. It was everything I hoped for and more. You know, those little moments when you just feel completely happy and carefree. That's exactly how it was. It was so much fun. I can't stop smiling just thinking about it. Huh. I was half expecting you to call me up all frantic, saying your boyfriend suddenly ditched you and left you stranded somewhere. You know, like those classic drama scenes where the guy disappears without a word. But nope, nothing like that. What? No way! Why would I call you with something like that? That's what I thought, but it's weird, right? Or maybe you're just seeing things, your brain's so full of romantic daydreams that you imagined him being there the whole time? Who says that? What do you mean by that? All right, enough messing around. I don't want to waste time arguing. Let me just say it straight. The guy you thought was my boyfriend, that's actually my brother. Wait, what? Your brother? Yeah, Luke is my brother. No way! But I saw you and Luke coming out of that fancy hotel by the station just last month. It was the second Sunday, right? You two were dressed up like it was some big deal, suits, dresses, the whole works. It looked like you were having some kind of private celebration, and I thought, damn, this is serious. That was my cousin's wedding. Your cousin's wedding? Seriously? Yeah, of course we dressed up for that. It's normal. Ugh, I had no idea about that. You just didn't mention it, so I thought something else was going on. Oh, right. Well, that makes sense. You only recently moved here, right? If you want proof I'm not lying, I could even get the kindergarten principal to back me up. Kindergarten principal? Yeah, Luke and I both went to the same kindergarten when we were kids. The principal was actually our teacher back then, the one who looked after us. If you asked around among the moms here, the local ones who've known us forever, they can confirm we're siblings. What is going on with all this? Why are you telling me all this? Anyway, let's stop going off on tangents. What you really need to focus on right now is your husband. Oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of which, I haven't heard where he's hospitalized. I tried calling my mother-in-law earlier, but couldn't get through. Mallory, please, do you know where he is? Honestly, I don't know either. What? You don't? All I've heard is that he was in an accident and rushed to the emergency room, and, well, he's not around anymore. What? What do you mean, not around? That's just how my mother-in-law put it. But basically, it means you got divorced today. Divorced? Wait, what? Your husband was badly hurt, but he's conscious and aware. When your mother-in-law told him that you fooled around with my brother, claiming he was single, he decided right then and there he wanted a divorce. Wait. What? Yeah, I know. It was a shock to me, too. I heard that you had cheated when your child was just 2 years old, but then you two had been working on rebuilding your marriage. Yeah. The conditions for that second chance were pretty strict. You had to sign the divorce papers ahead of time, promise that if you slipped up again, he would file immediately, and that he'd keep custody of the kid. That's terrible. Exactly. You were supposed to be working on rebuilding his trust. Instead, you went behind his back and got involved with my brother, pretending he was single even while your husband was seriously hurt. No wonder he ended it so fast. That's not fair. It's your fault for hanging around with your brother so much and causing confusion. Just because my brother and you were together doesn't mean anything suspicious was happening. Because... Oh, right. I almost forgot. If I get any messages for you, my brother asked me to pass this along. Don't come back ever again. What? Where am I supposed to go now? Honestly, I'm done too. What do you mean? I'm quitting the mom group and I'm telling my brother never to have anything to do with you again.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, that's it. Goodbye. After everything that happened, she returned to her parents' home. But by the time she arrived, news of the scandal, the divorce, and the financial demands had already reached her family. They were fully aware of the situation, including her ex-husband's demands for compensation, which was no small matter. Once her parents realized the full extent of her troubles and saw that she was being held accountable financially, their attitude shifted dramatically. Almost immediately, they disowned her, treating her like a complete stranger, a disgrace to the family name. The support she once relied on vanished in an instant, leaving her utterly alone. This sudden severance was devastating. To go from being surrounded by family to being cast out was a brutal shock. It was clear they saw her actions as unforgivable, and no amount of pleading or regret could change their minds. The feeling of isolation must have weighed heavily on her, especially since she was still young and facing such a turbulent, uncertain future. In her desperation, she began reaching out to me, sending messages filled with complaints, cries for help, and constant reminders that she had no money left. Her words were a tangled mix of frustration, regret, and entitlement. She seemed unable to accept that her current plight was largely the result of her own choices made recklessly and selfishly. When I read her messages, I couldn't help but feel a bitter sense of inevitability. She had demanded too much, bitten off more than she could chew, and now she was paying the price. There was no sympathy left inside me for someone who had burned so many bridges. Blocking her became the only option to protect my own peace of mind. After that, I never heard from her again. Now, turning to my younger brother, the one who had been caught in the crossfire to Aubrey's manipulations, his experience was far more heartbreaking. The betrayal he endured left him shattered. For weeks, maybe months, he was inconsolable, overwhelmed by the weight of what had happened. He often told me, almost in despair, that he was done with women, that love was a cruel joke, and that he never wanted to be vulnerable again. His heartbreak was raw and all-consuming. As his older sister, watching him fall into such a pit of sorrow was incredibly painful. I hated to see him lose faith in himself and in others. I hated even more that someone he trusted so deeply had so thoroughly betrayed him. Yet amid this darkness, something remarkable happened. A childhood friend, someone who had always been quietly supportive, stepped forward. She was patient and kind, never pushing too hard, but always there to listen and offer comfort. Slowly, my brother began to open up to her. The sincerity of her care and the steady, unwavering support she provided became a balm for his wounded heart. Eventually, they started dating. It wasn't some whirlwind romance, but a gentle, healing kind of love. Watching him find happiness again after such devastation gave me a sense of relief and hope. It reminded me that even the deepest wounds could begin to heal with time, and that trust, once broken, could be rebuilt, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Reflecting on all this, I see a complex web of human frailty and resilience. The entire ordeal has been a harsh lesson about the fragility of relationships and the consequences of our actions. Aubrey's downfall was a direct result of her greed and recklessness. She lost her family's support, the respect of her ex-husband, and ultimately her own dignity. It was a painful but necessary reckoning. For my brother, the experience was transformative rather than purely destructive. Though his spirit was crushed, he found a new kind of strength, one born of vulnerability and acceptance. His journey from despair to cautious optimism is a testament to the healing power of genuine kindness and the possibility of second chances. As for me, watching these events unfold has been a bitter pill to swallow. It's a reminder of how quickly life can unravel when people make poor choices, and how unpredictable the path to healing can be. Yet I hold on to a cautious hope. I hope Aubrey, wherever she is now, finds peace with her decisions and the consequences they brought. I hope someday she understands the gravity of what happened and maybe finds a way to rebuild, even if it's far from the life she once imagined. I also hope my brother's new relationship grows into something truly beautiful and lasting, a safe harbor after the storm. He deserves that much after all he's been through. Life is messy, filled with pain and mistakes, but also with opportunities for redemption and growth. People hurt each other, and sometimes the wounds run deep, but healing is possible. Forgiveness, whether of others or ourselves, is a journey, not a destination. This whole episode has deepened my understanding of human nature, its capacity for cruelty and selfishness, but also for compassion and resilience. It's taught me to be wary, but also to remain hopeful. To protect myself, yes, but to remain open to the possibility that people can change. In the end, All we can do is move forward, carrying the lessons learned and the scars earned, hoping to become better versions of ourselves despite the past. In the weeks following her disownment, Aubrey's reality must have felt utterly cold and unforgiving. To be cut off from one's family is more than just losing a place to live or financial support. It's a severance from identity, from belonging, from the roots that ground a person. The house she once called home, filled with memories, even if painful, was no longer hers. The warmth and familiarity of family dinners, the casual conversations, the unspoken safety net of kinship vanished. I often wondered how she coped with the silence and isolation that must have followed. Was she haunted by regrets late at night? Did she question every choice that led to that point? Or did she in some way numb herself against the pain, refusing to admit the depth of her loss? Her messages to me, begging for money and help, painted a picture of desperation, but also of denial. She couldn't, or wouldn't, fully accept that she was responsible for her downfall. She spoke as though the world owed her something, as though her predicament was an unfair punishment rather than a consequence. That kind of denial can be both a shield and a prison. It protects from the harshness of reality, but also traps one from growth or redemption. Blocking her felt harsh, but it was a boundary I had set. I realized that I couldn't be a lifeline for someone unwilling to face the truth or take responsibility. That didn't mean I wished her ill, far from it, but self-preservation demanded distance. My brother's journey has been different, but equally profound. The heartbreak he endured was soul-crushing, trust shattered, hopes dashed. Those experiences can leave wounds that cut deeper than any physical injury. His words, saying he was done with women, revealed a raw vulnerability that few get to see. It was a defense mechanism, a way to shield himself from future pain. But even in his darkest moments, he didn't give up completely. The presence of his childhood friend was a quiet miracle. She didn't rush him or demand more than he could give. Instead, she offered steady companionship, a soft place to land when the world felt overwhelming. Her kindness was not just about romance. It was about respect and patience. Watching their relationship grow slowly gave me hope that true healing is possible, even from the deepest wounds. Sometimes love isn't about fireworks and grand gestures. It's about showing up every day, ready to listen, ready to care. Reflecting on the broader picture, this entire saga has been a harsh lesson about human nature and the complexities of relationships. People are fallible, often driven by ego, fear, and desperation. Aubrey's choices were reckless and selfish, and she paid a steep price. Her parents' reaction, disowning her, may seem harsh to some, but from their perspective, they were dealing with the fallout of her actions. Families have limits, and when those are crossed, consequences follow. It's a painful reality, but it's part of how trust and boundaries function. And that right there is something Aubrey really needs to learn. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.